In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the things I wish someone had told me when I was starting on my journey to improve my miniature painting skills. I'm going to be talking about what I've learned and the mindset that has massively helped me over the years that no one really talks about or teaches you, the things that I've kind of learned as I went along. We'll be talking about how nothing beats practicing the basics, does your equipment really make a difference, and we'll even talk about how highlighting really does help improve our hand-eye coordination. Welcome to TableTopReady, my name's Michael, and for this video I want to talk about some of the things that I've learned whilst painting miniatures and doing this channel that I think everyone could benefit from, no matter how long you've been in the hobby. All of the paints and brushes I use throughout my tutorials are always listed in the video's description, along with any hobby equipment I think you'll find useful, with affiliate links to where you can buy them. And using those links really do help support the channel and creating these videos. As well, if you enjoy my content here on TableTopReady, then let me know by clicking that like button, and why not leave me a comment. I love reading them and hearing about your own hobby. In the hobby of painting miniatures, there's so much to get your head around, and in the time I've been doing this hobby, I've learnt a few things. And I know there are a lot of people out there who want to know how to get better at painting miniatures as well. So let me show you everything that I know helped me, that I know will help you as well. It seems obvious, but what are the basics? Most people will talk about techniques like dry brushing, shading your miniatures, or even highlighting. But for me, the basics are all about how we're applying paint to our miniatures, and it all starts when we take paint from the pot. If we go straight to painting our miniatures, you'll find it's too thick. We have too much paint on our brush and we can't really spread it around evenly. Paints are basically colour pigments suspended in a medium, so what happens is the liquid is evaporating, basically drying, and leaving that pigment on the surface of our miniature. With acrylic paints we can add water, which is going to help improve the flow of our paint, making it easier to work with. Without water we get thick layers of pigment left clogging up detail. If we use a lot of water, the pigment thins out so much the paint becomes translucent, so it doesn't cover a surface very well and we get a weaker colour. So before you even begin painting, it's a good idea to get used to how much water you like to use to dilute your paint using a palette of your choice. As a simple rule for myself, I always tend to thin my paint with an equal amount of water, as this seems to work for me, but it could be different for you. So make sure to try out different amounts of water and see what you prefer. If you want to learn more about thinning your paints, I do have a dedicated video on the channel going into more detail. And it's not just about thinning your paint, it's also how we apply it to our miniatures. It really is important for us to get our heads around the basics, as it creates a great foundation for everything we do after. And that includes building up our colour slowly with multiple thin layers for best results. And that's why I like to talk about it in every one of my tutorials. When you're ready to start painting, we want to avoid going over any areas we've just painted. This is going to prevent us from creating any unwanted texture with our brush whilst the paint is still drying. And because we thinned our paint, you're not going to get the coverage we want with just one layer, so we want to paint in multiple thin layers. This is going to allow us to get to a solid colour without losing the details in our miniatures. Just make sure to let each layer dry and then repeat the process until you have a nice solid colour you're happy with. Something else people tend to overlook is keeping your miniatures neat and tidy. Whilst we paint, we're going to be making a lot of mistakes and things are going to get messy. But that's okay as long as we take some time to neaten things up and sort out any mistakes we've made. And this is going to go a long way to getting better looking miniatures once you're done. We all want to get better and improve our painting skills, so we go ahead and start looking for that special technique or quick method that will instantly make us an amazing painter. We all hope someone's already figured out the secret and it's just a matter of following a few steps. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, and the only way to get better and make painting miniatures easier is to put in the hard work and hours of practice. And for me, the best miniatures to practice on are Space Marines. I have spent months where I would only paint Space Marines. They allow you to work on all kinds of different techniques like layering, shading, glazing, and most importantly, highlighting. And as much as we fear and dread highlighting, spending time practicing this technique is the best way to learn hand-eye coordination and brush control. Let's talk about hand-eye coordination, because everyone talks about it but doesn't really explain what it actually is. It basically refers to how well your hands can do the things your brain wants them to do. You teach yourself the motions and movements that are required to perform certain tasks until you can instinctively do those tasks with little effort. This is why people can make things look really easy, it's because they put enough hours into it. So if you want to paint things quicker and easier, you have to learn to paint them slowly and for a long time first. So get yourself a box of Space Marines and start practicing. If you want to learn more about highlighting and things that help me improve, then I do have a video you can go and watch on the channel right now. It can be overwhelming to think about all the different accessories and equipment that's available for painting miniatures, and you can start to think that you need a certain product or you're not good enough unless you have that piece of equipment that other people are using. I've been there and I tend to find out that I didn't actually need it. Try not to worry about what you have available though, especially if you're new and just starting out. It's your ability to use these tools that matter, not the tools themselves. Eventually you'll figure out that the better you are, the less you need and can do without. If you worry too much about what you don't have or think you need, then we can use that as an excuse and hold ourselves back from moving forward, when all we really need is a space we like to paint in, some brushes we like to use, water and a palette of our choosing. Worrying about what we have can lead us to be precious about things, and expectations become unrealistic as we start to think things should work in a certain way, instead of just enjoying the journey of exploration and learning. Something else I don't think people talk about often is the mindset and the unrealistic expectations we set for ourselves. The most obvious thing we tend to do when we're looking to improve is compare ourselves to others. Although it's great to look for inspiration, it's important to remember that everyone's journey is different and you shouldn't feel bad if you're still learning. We can't expect to be able to do something instantly and give up because we can't do it. It doesn't work like that. That's where time and practice become important. If you're consistent and keep painting and pushing yourself, you'll see yourself getting better over time. We also need to feel comfortable with not being comfortable. This basically means not avoiding certain things because they're tough. If we focus on improving those areas or trying those techniques we're scared of, not only will we improve our skill set, but we'll build up our confidence along the way. I can honestly say that I wouldn't have improved my own miniature painting skills if I hadn't made these tutorials, because I've pushed myself so I can show you guys how to be better at painting as well. Now I know I've still got a lot to learn, but I'm looking forward to being on this journey with you. Planning a project can be really helpful as well. If we start painting with a goal in mind and know what colours we want to use, it takes away that uncertainty which is going to push us to finish projects, as finishing a miniature should be your main focus. It doesn't matter how you feel you've done or if you've messed up, if you keep starting over again then we learn nothing. Remember, we learn from our mistakes. If you think you're a perfectionist, then all you're really doing is setting unrealistic expectations that you're never going to achieve, and it's actually going to take longer for you to get better at painting because you're stopping and starting too much and not building up that brain to hand connection. Something that can help us actually finish painting a miniature is painting something you're passionate about and want to paint. It's just more fun that way. I know I said paint lots of Space Marines earlier, but that's to help get to grips with those basics. But once you're comfortable with those, then we can start having more fun with other techniques on individual miniatures. Ultimately, paint what you want to paint. It's more fun that way, and it's a hobby and shouldn't feel like a chore. I really wanted to make this video because I wanted to share with you guys what I know helped me on my journey to getting better. And I know everyone's journey is going to be different, but hopefully you can find some inspiration in what I've said, and you can start painting miniatures how you've always wanted to paint them. I want to say a massive thank you to all the amazing people who've made this tutorial possible with their continued support. It really means a lot. It allows me to get all the paints, brushes and miniatures I need to make these tutorials so I can continue to help you get better at painting. If you enjoy the content here on TableTopReady and want to help support the channel, you can become a channel member or join my Patreon, which gives you access to our Discord, regular updates, and you'll get to watch videos and tutorials early. I've already got plenty of videos and tutorials on the channel aimed at helping you get better at painting, so make sure to go and check those out as well. I really do enjoy making these tutorials and I hope you find them useful. If you do, then please leave a like and let me know in the comments below. As well, make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future content, and I'll see you in the next video.